This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, a large truck crashed in North Dunedin, holds up traffic for many hours this morning. Can I Swim Here? A new water quality results website aims to inform people of safe swimming spots for the summer. And we find out some of the more unusual foods being prepared for Christmas Day in Dunedin. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. A truck tipped over onto its side and blocked traffic on State Highway 1 in North Dunedin this morning. The South Today was at the scene of the accident.
The bottom of Pine Hill Road, next to Dunedin's Botanic Gardens, is an intersection notorious for truck crashes as they come down the hill. Unlike some fatal accidents of the past, today's accident saw a person taken to hospital with only moderate injuries. The truck overturned just before 8 o'clock this morning, blocking the southbound lane. Before ending up on its side, the two-trailer articulated lorry took out a street lamp plus a large tree. Witnesses said smoke could be seen coming from the truck's brakes after it came to a stop. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
Following on from that story, New Zealand Police and the New Zealand Transport Agency are asking drivers and motorcyclists to drive or ride safely. Both agencies are using a tagline, "We want you here for Christmas." Transport Agency Journey Manager Lee Wright says get your vehicle checked before you head out, plan to avoid peak traffic and breaks along the way. The agency says make the journey an enjoyable part of your holiday and drive to the road and weather conditions. A new website called Can I Swim Here is making water quality results accessible to everyone. And despite Southland's intensive dairy industry, only 2 rivers have areas where there are risks for swimmers.
This trout didn't seem to have a problem with it, but the Aparima River in Thornbury, about 20 kilometres from here, is one of the 2 spots in Southland not considered safe for swimming. The other is part of the Waikaia River in northern Southland near Lumsden. Land Air Water Aotearoa's new online tool called Can I Swim Here takes water quality data supplied by regional councils and uses a traffic light system to advise users on water quality in their area.
It's got maps that they can see, and it's got alerts on there like the Aparima at Thornbury at the moment, which is a toxic algae alert, so that's potentially can produce biotoxins which can have an effect on people. So they can go to those places, but it's also got the E. coli results in the same place as well.
Ward said there had been a decline in water quality in Southland, with a run of warm weather being a contributing factor to algal blooms.
What we're seeing in Southland is actually happening in quite a few places around the country at the moment as well. So it's just those ideal conditions for toxic algae and those alerts. But the E. coli monitoring, which has been going for quite a while, and more and more I think regional councils are picking up the cyanobacteria.
But he said people could still enjoy a dip in the river over summer as long as they made themselves aware of what to look out for.
Once people are informed they know what they're looking for and taking that personal responsibility, then they're in a better space. And so it's just really being informed, then I think you can still have a good time and you can still enjoy the rivers and lakes and the things that make Southland a great place to live.
Weekly sampling results show the Waikaia River and the Kakanui River at Clifton Falls Bridge are also unsuitable for swimming. Dunedin's Taieri River in Outram currently advises caution due to levels of E. coli. For more information on the water quality around the country, visit lawa.org.nz and click Can I Swim Here? I'm Sharon Rees for The South Today.
A $100 million rescue package has been drawn up for the Dunedin Hospital. The Southern District Health Board is applying to carry out a program of works to maintain the buildings until the new hospital is built. Chief Executive Chris Fleming says the spending is essential. He says every dollar they invest in the existing facility is a dollar that's going to be regretted in the long term, but he says the Southern District Health Board has to keep the hospital running. At this time of year, families are busy preparing for the big feast we all look forward to all year round. But some are choosing more unconventional fare for their dinner this Christmas. Roselle LeBone reports.
It's the case of the goose that laid the golden egg for Kevin Gilbert. His freezer is a veritable menagerie at this time of year, and when it comes to a wide selection of unusual meat, his family business, Gilbert's Fine Foods, is the only game in town.
A lot of this sort of product are pest animals from around the country. So you're talking wild goats, tar, deer, pigs, wallaby, all those sorts of things, which are fantastic meats, and they really are beautiful meats, but nobody's using them. So I think we should be using them far more regularly. I mean, we use them here in our pies and sandwiches, and sometimes they're sandwiches. And they're just wonderful meats.
His choicest cuts of game meat include pheasant, quail, rabbit, goose, duck and goat. He says in other countries many of these meats are considered Christmas delicacies.
We get a lot of people coming in who are from England, who are wanting to relive or have meals that they used to have when they were a kid. So definitely it's still on the go. But equally, if you start looking at the Jamie Olivers and the Hugh Fernley Whittingstalls and all that sort of stuff, all their cookbooks, they will often have, at the very least, they'll be using the duck fat for their potatoes at Christmas.
This man was trying pheasant for the first time and was hoping it wouldn't be an unpheasant experience.
I have been here before and brought duck, which I really enjoyed, and I kind of like all the different meats we can get, like goat and venison, pheasant. It's like, let's move away from beef and lamb. This is something different.
But you won't find any reindeer in Gilbert's stock. He only sells local produce, but he has tried reindeer before.
Blitzen tasted beautiful, actually. Yeah, very rich, very deep. It came out and I thought it was actually burnt because it was so black because of all the blood that had been going through the muscle. But it was beautifully tender. It was wonderful.
Meanwhile, across town, others are going in a different direction with their Christmas food. Emma Simpson-Boyce says her imitation turkey, also known as tofurkey, purchased from an Auckland supplier, is better than the real thing.
The only vegetarian in my family, my son will eat this as well, but it's never felt not like Christmas because we don't have the meat.
She's also purchased meat-free salami from a newly opened deli in Dunedin. Simpson-Boyce is an animal lover, which is the reason behind her stance. These holidays, she's sharing her house with more than 5 dogs who all clearly appreciate her going meat-free. Although her friends aren't so sure they'll be joining her, they're planning on bringing something of the furry or feathered variety to the table. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, we meet 2 former Dunedin models who are philosophical about changes to ID Dunedin Fashion Week. And we discover which composer's work suits Dunedin's giant piano.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
My Els and I just love coming to Alex Campbell's. That's my favourite shop. I always get good value here, and good boys really deserve good brands and good quality. Look at these tees. Local beaches on some of them too. This is only for the good boys, the old boys, the young boys. What about some bright shorts for the boys? Excellent.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
At the Otago SPCA, our role is to make sure that all animals in Dunedin and the Otago region are being looked after properly. Otago SPCA offer a haven for animals in need and adoption opportunities for the community. We appreciate your interest and support. For help and advice, we're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have any concerns, give us a call.
They're part of the family, and like us, their health begins with what they eat too. So give them Radical Dog, made in New Zealand from all natural ingredients and real tart cherries, so it's high in antioxidants. It's a 3-in-1 superfood, giving them energy, flexibility and a healthy coat. With no fillers or nasty preservatives, they love them. It's the treat that can work wonders on every dog, no matter what their breed, age or health. Radical Dog, the new generation in dog food.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillian's know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillian's will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillian's, caring for families in our community since 1962.
Active Interior Design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products like awnings and umbrellas, and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
What if? That's the question being asked about the future for the Dunedin waterfront. Discover more for yourself by visiting a new display on now at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum. There's information on offer and models that portray the vision. Plus, there are opportunities to share your feedback on the ideas presented. The Dunedin Harbour Vision. What if? See the ideas and designs suggested for the Dunedin Harbour at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum.
University of Otago. Usually the atmosphere is charged with the energy of student life. But this week is the week before exams.
Hey, Tane. Not now, man. I'm panicking. Come on, mate. I know just what you need. In here? No. Is this it? No. This is the place to ease your stress.
Hey, Tane. Fancy a little cuddle?
Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician, for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Calling all Otago superheroes, the 2018 Relay for Life needs your team. On March 17 and 18, the relay teams will join together to create one of the most inspiring events, helping not only to raise funds but also to remember those who have fallen to cancer or are struggling with it. To register your team, simply go to the website and sign on, then start fundraising. It's about celebrating, remembering and fighting back. Be a superhero and register now at relayforlife.org.nz.
Welcome back. A 2-year-old boy has been flown to Christchurch Hospital with serious injuries after a tractor went over a bank at a West Coast property. Emergency services were called to the scene on Nelson Creek Road at Naihiri in the Grey District. A St John spokesman says the toddler was seriously injured while another male patient had moderate injuries and had been transported to Grey District Hospital in Greymouth. The police serious crash unit and WorkSafe have been advised. 2 women with a combined height of nearly 12 feet, who were the toast of Dunedin's modelling scene for many years, are back in Dunedin to visit whānau. Nellie and Elsa Jenkins returned to the former home of the longest catwalk in the Southern Hemisphere for a chat with a much shorter journalist.
Taking a walk on a familiar runway. It was announced earlier in December ID Dunedin's 2018 event will be held in the Dunedin Town Hall, and not at the railway station, home of the longest runway in the Southern Hemisphere. Nellie and Elsa Jenkins are 2 women who walked the famous catwalk many times during their careers in modelling and remember it well.
What amazing years. I mean, we had so much fun. So many memories of it flooding, literally, and backstage, waiting in water, putting your clothes on. Yeah, so much fun. I mean, we had Zandra Rhodes one year, and it was pretty iconic. She touched my arm. I still remember that. Oh my God.
Neither are prone to being too maudlin, but are disappointed the catwalk they trotted along today won't be used next year.
Very sad. Yeah, it's quite shocking. I mean, it's one of Dunedin's most iconic kind of shows and country's most iconic shows, definitely. Absolutely. I mean, it's very well known across the globe. especially for emerging designers. You know, everyone I think aspires to come here. So yeah, it was a bit sad, but you know, the show must go on, I'm sure.
Both have spent time living and working in the UK and currently reside in Auckland. They're back in Dunedin visiting their dad for Christmas.
Dad, yeah. Christmas, being
fun.
festive, being back with the family. Yeah, it's so lovely. It's amazing. We really have missed the South Island quite a lot, so it's nice to be back. And the sun is out for us, which is always quite special.
Nellie and Elsa are both still strong supporters of the fashion industry and say they're keen to support ID in any way they can for future events, and are not ruling out a walk on a familiar catwalk for ID's anniversary show. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
Dunedin's homemade giant piano is becoming more well known thanks to the esteemed concert pianists who have been trying it out. The South Today followed the sound of tinkling ivories to have a look.
A musician lost in the moment. Greek concert pianist Dimitri Vasilakis is clearly enjoying the music he is cajoling out of this giant 1.2-ton, 6-metre-long piano. Vasilakis has toured the world as a concert pianist, but was visiting the South on holiday when his host in Bluff told him about the existence of Dunedin's giant piano.
We went down to Bluff. We stayed in a hotel where the owner, an old lady, she had a grand piano at her living room. So I said, I'm a pianist, I will play it for you. And we started talking. And the next day, while I was checking out, she wrote a newspaper article. She said, oh, this might interest you. So this was the piano.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, of course it interests me. Where is that? She said, it's in Dunedin.
The instrument was built by Dunedin-based designer and builder Adrian Mann while he was still at school, and Vasilakis is impressed with the balance of the piano.
I was expecting to find a very powerful and probably not very well balanced piano because, you know, the structure and the size is not what I'm used to. But I mean, it sounds absolutely... If I close my eyes, I would never say it's a different piano than what I'm used to.
He says the piano's tone reminds him of velvet and suits the 19th century music of Chopin and Schubert.
It sounds more than like those instruments of early 20th century or probably late 19th, with a weaker sound, a subtler tone. I think it's closer to what the Romantic composers had.
The piano's creator, Adrian Mann, is hoping to turn his remarkable piano into a Dunedin tourist attraction. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, we have a special treat with some notable southern people offering Christmas wishes, and we check out southern weather leading up to Christmas Day.
What if? That's the question being asked about the future for the Dunedin waterfront. Discover more for yourself by visiting a new display on now at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum. There's information on offer and models that portray the vision. Plus, there are opportunities to share your feedback on the ideas presented. The Dunedin Harbour Vision. What if? See the ideas and designs suggested for the Dunedin Harbour at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum.
My Els and I just love coming to Alex Campbell's. That's my favourite shop. I always get good value here, and good boys really deserve good brands and good quality. Look at these tees. Local beaches on some of them too. This is only for the good boys, the old boys, the young boys. What about some bright shorts for the boys? Excellent.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
For 3 generations, the Kilpatrick family have ensured Jimmy's pies are still world famous in the South Island. Made to an old family recipe, Jimmy's pies have been one of New Zealand's traditional takeaway foods, prepared daily on the premises alongside a range of savouries, sausage rolls and cakes. Jimmy's pies are distributed throughout the lower South Island. Jimmy's pies are sure to satisfy your travelling munchies.
At the Otago SPCA, our role is to make sure that all animals in Dunedin and the Otago region are being looked after properly. Otago SPCA offer a haven for animals in need and adoption opportunities for the community. We appreciate your interest and support. For help and advice, we're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have any concerns, give us a call.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillians know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillians will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillians, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
Active interior design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products like awnings and umbrellas, and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Thanks for staying with us. Over this month, some of the South Today team have been collecting Christmas and seasonal greetings from people in the South. We begin with Dunedin Mayor Dave Cole and end with Santa and another familiar face.
It's that time of year again, and to all in our community, our ratepayers, our students, our old people, our visitors, have a wonderful Christmas, and if you are lucky enough to have a break, have a great holiday.
A happy Christmas from me and from the council to all of those of you that are blessed enough to be spending Christmas here in the city. I hope you love it, and to those who are going away, travel safe, and look forward to working with you all, our community, in the new year.
From here on the west coast, the sun's out, we're having a great time. We've had a good year here, we're really moving our economy ahead now. If you think about it, around the rest of the world, everyone's struggling, there's some really tough things going on. But New Zealand's in a good space right at the moment. So, from us coasters to you, doesn't matter where you are in New Zealand, have a great Christmas and a happy new year, and let's keep smiling.
Kia ora and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from the Otago Peninsula Trust. I'm Sophie Barker, and on behalf of all of our team, I wish you very happy holidays.
Hello, I'm Paul from Emergency Management Otago. I'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm Pania Simmons. I'm the new manager of Music Works Dunedin, and I just want to wish Dunedin a Merry Christmas.
All right, Gary Tong, the proud Mayor of Southland, and I'm very, very happy to be here today to tell you all to have a great holiday. Remember, when you're out there on the roads, that one's too many, so please take care, enjoy the time with your family and friends, and we'll see you next year. Thank you very much for everything you've done for your communities over the year.
G'day, I'm Tim Shambalt, Mayor of Invercargill, and I'd like to wish everyone a very merry, happy, healthy, creative Christmas and New Year. Good on ya.
Merry Christmas! Happy New Year and
Hi, I'm Margot Barton from Otago Polytechnic and chairwoman of the ID Fashion Incorporated Society, and I wish all the viewers a very, very happy festive season. Have fun.
Kia ora, ko Claire Tierney. I'm Claire from Moana House, and wishing you a really happy and safe Christmas and New Year for you and your whānau.
Hi, I'm Elsa Jenkins. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hi everyone, I'm Roselle the Bone, Dunedin reporter, wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a safe and happy New Year.
Daryl Baser here for The South Today, wishing all our viewers a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
2017, wishing every household a very Merry Christmas. God bless you all. Ho, 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 ho.
And now look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Craig Page. What have you got for us in tomorrow's paper?
Not surprisingly, a bit of a Christmas flavour to our final paper before Christmas Day. We're looking ahead to a cruise ship as well over the next 7 days, something like 20,000 cruise ship passengers to hit the city, including 2 ships on Christmas Day, 7,000 people and 3,000 cruise ship staff in town. The city's opening its doors as well, lots of businesses opening, doing their thing on Christmas Day, so they'll have a busy day, but hopefully everyone will enjoy it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, final weekend mix of the year as well is about giving yourself a break at Christmas, bit of self-help if you like. Mapping out how to ensure you make the most of your holidays, to go back to work refreshed and energised. One of the keys apparently learning to say no, particularly some of those commitments that crop up at Christmas time. If you don't want to go, say no, that's the key apparently. And I know no ODT on Christmas Day, but on the 26th we start our Summer Times feature series, which carries on for a couple of weeks. Lots of holiday reading there, but also a chance to win up to $10,000 in prizes, including a trip to Brisbane. So get in there and get your name in, and you never know what you might end up with.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Craig. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silberhorn Sportsville.
Starting with today's Southern View, is all on for dogs and the young and old at St Clair Beach today. Looking at the situation, warm air will increase over southern districts tomorrow ahead of a cold front due on Christmas Day, which will bring to most a wet day with colder southwesterly air arriving. Expect some rain on the western ranges on Sunday, rain in most places on Christmas Day, and clearing weather on Boxing Day but cooler. Looking at the south, Balclutha, Gore, Catlins and Lumsden, moderate winds, high cloud increasing and 23. Travelling on to Central, most of you are in for light winds and fine weather, 27 in Alexandra, 25 for Queenstown and Wanaka, Tiana freshening winds, cloud increasing and 21 for you. Up to the north, Oamaru and Timaru, moderate winds, some cloud and 19 degrees. Pretty warm inland with Omarama and Twizel sitting on 26 degrees, light winds and fine weather. Here in Dunedin tonight, fine with an overnight low of 13. It will be milder tomorrow with sunny periods and some cloud and fresh breezy winds, 19 and 14. And warm on Sunday with 24 and 15. Then Christmas Day sees freshening winds developing with high cloud. You're in for some rain developing on Christmas afternoon and colder southwest winds. And in Invercargill tonight, it will be fine with scattered cloud with an overnight low of 12. Tomorrow stays fine and sunny with high cloud increasing during the day and mild winds developing 21 and 13 and fresh gusty mild winds on Sunday with rain developing 20 and 13. Christmas Day also sees periods of rains with cooler winds developing. From all of us at the South Today and the wider Allied Press whānau, thank you for watching throughout the year. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy beginning to 2018. The South Today will return to your screens on January the 15th, but any breaking news will be loaded to channel39.co.nz and our Facebook page. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.